Hello, boys and girls. It's Miss Jamie. I'm so glad to be here with you again to do virtual preschool. While we get started, let's invite our music teacher, Miss Nancy, to sing Side to Side with us. Will you sing and move with me? Here's Miss Nancy.
This is Side to Side from The Seasons. Let's go side to side, side to side, side to side, and side to side, side to side, side to side. Go side to side. Now go in and out. Go in and out. In and out. Go in and out. And in and out. Go in and out. In and out. Go in and out. And now go round and around like this. Round and round. Round and round. Go round and round. And go the other way. Go around and round. Round and round. Go round and around. And now let's bounce, bounce, bounce. Go bounce, bounce, bounce. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Go bounce, bounce, bounce. And a bounce, bounce, bounce. Go bounce, bounce, bounce. Go bounce, bounce, bounce. Go bounce, bounce, bounce. And side to side again. Side to side. Side to side. Go side to side and side to side. Side to side. Side to side. Go side to side and side to side.
Thank you, Miss Nancy. It's so much fun to sing with you every day. Do you know what else is fun? Waking up our blackbird. Will you help me call Betsy? Say, Betsy, where are you? I think she's back there. Here she comes. Come on, Betsy. Hello, boys and girls. Oh, it's so good to see you today. We're learning all about the pond again today, and I see lots of bird cousins up there on the board. But first, we'll sing hello. Hello, friends. How are you? Hello, Betsy. How are you? Hello, Miss Jamie. How are you? We're so glad to see you. Here, here. We're all here. Here, here. We're all here. Here, here. We're all here. We're all here together. Yay! Oh, I'm so happy to see you, boys and girls. It's going to be another fun week. We're learning all about the animals that live in and around a pond. Have you ever been to a pond, Betsy? Have you ever been to a pond, boys and girls? Yesterday we learned that a pond is a body of water, a small body of water that might be at a farm or in a field or maybe even in your neighborhood. And lots of animals live there. We learned that there might be some cattail plants and maybe even some water lilies floating on the water. Today we're going to talk about this cute animal that lives at the pond. It's called a duck. Yes, and I have a photograph of a duck to show you. Do you see this duck floating in the pond? There are lots of different kinds of ducks, and this duck is called a mallard duck. Can you say mallard duck? You can tell the mallard duck because it has a green head. Do you see how the feathers shine and look green in the sunshine? Ducks swim all on the water like this. They look so calm, just floating on the pond. But underneath, if we had a camera under the water, you would see their legs are going so fast to move them and swim them around in the pond. I have a cute little rhyme to tell you about ducks in a pond. It's called Quack and Count. There's a book, but it's really a poem in a book. So we're going to do it up on the board. Will you help me count how many ducks are in this book? Let's start over here on the left. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 ducks at this pond. Let's read and say the poem Quack and Count by Keith Baker. I'm going to use the book to show you the words, but we're going to do the pictures up here on our board. Quack and Count by Keith Baker. It says, 7 ducklings in a row. Count those ducklings as they go. We counted 7 before we started, didn't we? 7 ducklings in a row. Count those ducklings as they go. Slipping, sliding, woo, having fun. 7 ducklings, 6 plus 1. This one slid into the pond. Now there are 6 and 1. Still 7. 7 ducklings. Whoop. 5 plus 2. Playing games of peekaboo. 5 are out, 2 are in. Still 7. Chasing busy bumblebees. 7 ducklings. 4 plus 3. There are 4 out and 3 in. Still 7. 7 ducklings. 3 plus 4. Quack, quack, quacking on the shore. These 3 are out and 4 are in. Still 7. Good. Splashing as they leap and dive. Woo. 7 ducklings. 2 plus 5. Yep, 2 are out and 5 are in. 7 ducklings. 1 plus 6. In the water playing tricks. 6 are in the pond and 1 is out of the pond. Paddling, flapping, reaching high. Woo. 7 ducklings start to fly. Look, they're all leaving the pond and flying away. Up and up into the sky. Goodbye, ducklings. Goodbye. Goodbye. Will you help me count them? There are 7 and we're going to fly them away. Ready? 7. 6. Goodbye. 5. 4. 3. Oh, that one fell right off. 3. Woo! 2. 1. 0. All the ducklings flew away. Good job counting. I brought some duck feathers to show you. Ducks have feathers on their body because they are birds. And all birds have feathers. A duck's feathers can get wet. And the water just kind of beads right up and sits right on top of them. If you go visit a pond, you might look around on the ground, around the outside of the pond, and see if you can find any duck feathers laying on the ground. Because sometimes they fall out of the duck, just like sometimes our hair falls out. It doesn't hurt the duck. Sometimes their feathers just fall out. There's another kind of bird that lives at the pond. So we looked at this mallard duck, and now I'm going to show you another one. This one is called a goose. Have you ever seen a goose at the pond? A goose, the mommy is called a goose, and the daddy is called a gander. Can you say that? Goose and gander. And when they have babies, they're called goslings. Aren't they cute? This is a Canadian goose. And the interesting thing about geese is they take very good care of each other. So when they fly, they always fly in a V shape, up in the sky like this in the shape of the letter V. And the duck at the front of the V, he has to really fly and know exactly where he's going. But sometimes that duck or that goose might get tired of flying in the shape of the V. So he'll go back to the back of the V and another goose will take its place. Geese take very good care of each other. They're not especially kind to people, though. Have you ever met a goose at the pond? Especially if they have baby goslings. They're very protective. So if you get too close, they might go honk, honk, and say, get out of the way. Get away from my baby geese. Have you ever met a goose? They're kind of big. These are very big water birds. Geese and swans. Ducks are a little bit smaller. I have a fun little song to sing with you about some ducks at the pond. And I have this duck to show you. Come here, little duck. Quack, quack. You can make a duck with your hand like this. Quack, quack. And I'll use this one. And this song, the ducks are in the pond looking for things to eat down at the bottom of the pond. It goes like this. All the little ducks are upside down, upside down, upside down. All the little ducks go upside down as they dabble at the bottom of the pond. Can you make your hands do that? Let's try it again. Put your hands up like a duck, and we're going to make them go upside down to try to find food at the bottom of the pond. Will you sing with me? All the little ducks go upside down, upside down, upside down. All the little ducks go upside down as they dabble at the bottom of the pond. Now we're going to make the duck tails go like this. Wiggle, wiggle. Can you make your duck tail go like this? All the little tails go wiggle, waggle, wiggle. Wiggle, waggle, wiggle. Wiggle, waggle, wiggle. All their little tails go wiggle, waggle, wiggle as they dabble at the bottom of the pond. Good. And their beaks are going to go quack, quack, quack. Can you make your beak go quack, quack, quack? All their little beaks go quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. All their little beaks go quack, quack, quack as they dabble at the bottom of the pond. Quack, quack. That's a fun one to go upside down, upside down, upside down. Have you ever seen a duck? Sometimes if they're looking for food at the bottom of the pond, you'll just see their tail sticking up while they look for all the seeds and food down at the bottom of the pond. Ducks are fun to watch. We are going to add a duck to our picture today. Do you remember yesterday we started our pond mural? I drew a big blue pond right in the middle of my paper. And do you remember what these are called? I put 3 on my picture. Those are called cattails because this brown fuzzy part feels like a cat tail. And I also drew 2 lily pads. After the video was over yesterday, I colored it all in. And now we need to add some animals to our pond. Since today is Duck Day, I think we should add a duck to our pond. Before school started today, I colored my duck with markers and crayons. You can use whatever you want. You could draw a yellow duck like this, or you could draw a mallard duck with a green head. It's up to you since you're the artist. And to make our pond mural, what we have to do with our picture when it's done is use a pair of scissors to cut out the picture. If you know how to use scissors, you can cut out your own picture. Or if you're a little bit younger, maybe your grown-up can cut out your duck picture for you. I'm just going to make my scissors go open, shut them, open, shut them. That's the way we cut, cut, cut. I have to be careful so that I don't cut my fingers. Open, shut them, open, shut them. That's the way we cut, cut, cut. Yes. Oh, I think I made it all the way around and cut out my little duck picture. Do you see he has an orange beak and a little wing? And I'll put my scissors away. It's important that we're always safe with our scissors. So the rules about scissors are you have to sit down when you're using scissors, and they only cut paper. Never cut your hair or your clothes, only paper. And when you're walking with scissors, you have to carry them the safe way like this. So this is the sharp part of the scissors down here. And so we don't want to carry it with the sharp part where it might bump into somebody. So we always carry our scissors like this. Will you practice carrying your scissors safely at home? I'm going to put mine safely back into my little bucket. And now it's time to glue the duck. Where should I put him? Up at the top or down, maybe right in the middle? And then I can put my frogs maybe on the lily pads. Where should I put him? Maybe he'll stick up just a little bit. I'm going to use a glue stick. And to use a glue stick, you just twist it up until the glue is sticking up just a little bit like that. And I'm going to put the glue on the back of my little yellow duck. Quack, quack, quack. And see all that, can you see the shiny glue? That one's not very easy to see. And I'm just gonna put the duck, ooh, come here little duck, right there in my pond. I can't wait to see the duck that you draw for your pond. Will you take a picture and show me? We'll have so many different animals by the end of the week. We'll add the duck today, and then tomorrow we can add another animal to our pond. I have a really cute book to read to you today. Ducks are sort of notorious. They're sort of known for being troublemakers at a pond or the farm. I don't know how they got that reputation, but in this book, the duck says the duck is just a little bit silly. Here's the title, The Duck Says by Troy Wilson. That's the author. And the illustrator is Mike Bolt. You see the duck? He says, the duck says. Oh boy, the duck is definitely the boss of this farm. There's the title page. Do you see his face? He's looking a little bit like a troublemaker, doesn't he? All right. Did you see him there? Let's find out what the duck says. The duck says quack or quack when he sings. The duck, it turns out, says all sorts of things. See, the pigs are listening to him, standing on the fence post. The duck says arr when he's on the high seas, or when he gets chased by a swarm of bees. Look, he was pretending to be a pirate, and his sword hit the beehive. So the bees are chasing him, bzzz, and he goes, "Arr!" running right toward the pond. The duck says, "Duck!" so you won't get hit. The duck says, "Goose!" when he means that you're it. The duck says, rush, but the turtles just won't. The duck says, jump, but the boulders just don't. That turtle does not look especially happy with the duck, does he? He's trying to help them because the bees are coming for him. I'm having a hard time turning these pages today. What's going on? The duck says, oops, when he makes a mistake. The duck says, ouch, when he steps on a rake. Look, he's running away from those bees, and when he steps on the rake, it flips up and bumps him right in the beak. Ouch! The duck says, wah, when he cries like a baby. The duck says, when he's thinking, just maybe. That's that page from the front, isn't it? The picture from the front page. The duck says, like he's trying to get away from the bees. Do you think the horse will help? The duck says, whoa, when he's riding a horse, unless he just wants to keep going, of course. Are they going to get away from the bees? The duck says, honk, to a bunch of slow drakes. The duck says, screech, when he slams on the brakes. Honk, screech. The duck says, shh, when the bees are too near. The duck says, phew, when the coast is all clear. The duck says, oink, when he eats like a pig. Look at him with the bucket, and he's dumping all of the food right into his beak. Can you see that? The duck says, burp, when his belly's too big. Oh, duck, always causing trouble. The duck says, yawn, when he's falling asleep. The duck says, snore, when he falls really deep. He's had a busy day trying to run away from all of those bees, hasn't he? The duck says, ah, when he opens his eyes. The duck says, what? To express his surprise. What? The duck says, oh, when he finally gets it. For this one, we have to really look at the pictures. Do you see how the bees all started to fly together to make the shape of an arrow? Do you see that? They're all making a shape, kind of like the geese make the V shape. These bees are making an arrow shape, and they're pointing down to the beehive. At first, the duck looks scared. And then they point the arrow back up to the tree. Do you see how that arrow is pointing back up to the tree? And then the duck realizes, oh, what do you think the bees want the duck to do? Can you figure it out from the pictures? What do they want the duck to do? See how they're pointing the arrow up here? First they're saying, the beehive goes up here. Yes. What do you think they're asking the duck to do? Tell me really loud. They want him to put the beehive back up in the tree. Yes, we can look at the pictures and figure out what's happening. Our brains are thinking, what's happening in that picture? That's how you know you're a good reader. Oh, and then he gets a ladder and puts it up back in the tree. Look how proud he has his hands on his hips like this. And what shape do the bees make? Look, dot, dot, smiley face. They're so happy. Yes, because he put the beehive back up into the tree. The duck says, darn, because then he forgets it. Uh-oh. What happened? Oh no, oh no. It's falling, and the bees make an exclamation point, like, ah, help, exclamation point. And what's going to happen at the end? The duck says the as he rushes on by. The duck says end. And I think you know why. Because now the bees are chasing him again. And it's going to start all over. Back at the beginning when he accidentally bumped it down and they chased him. And the story just keeps going over and over like that. Isn't that a silly book? I love books when you read them that some of the information, some of the story comes from the words and some of the story comes from the pictures. Those are my very favorite kind of books. Have you ever read a book like that where some of the story comes from the words and some you have to look with your eyes at the pictures? Those are good books. That means the illustrators did a really good job. Well, boys and girls, we've learned all about ducks and geese, honk honk, quack quack. And now it is time for us to get another bird out to say goodbye. Will you help me call Betsy on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. Say, Betsy, come back. Come on, Betsy. Hello, boys and girls. Did you like learning about ducks and geese today? They are birds, just like Betsy is a bird because of their feathers and their beak. That's how you can tell it's a bird. Feathers and beak. Right, Betsy? It's already time for us to sing goodbye. Will you help me sing to Betsy too? Preschool time is over now, over now, over now. Preschool time is over now for another day. Wave goodbye to all of our friends, all of our friends, all of our friends. Wave goodbye to all of our friends. It's time to stay home and play. Hip, hip, hooray! Do you have any birdseed for Betsy? Is there some birdseed down there in your pocket? Miss Jamie needs to find the play pack. Here it is. While you're reaching for your bird seed, make sure that you print your play pack. It has some good ideas for things you can do at home, like adding the ducks to your mural, playing duck, duck, goose, and searching for words that start with a Q, just like quack, quack. Make sure you print your play pack for some extra fun play ideas. And now do you have your hand full of bird seed for Betsy? She's coming for it. 1, 2, 3, here goes. Extra. Thank you, boys and girls. And Betsy would like to blow you a kiss. If you want to catch it, hold your hand out like this. And here it comes. Catch it. Stick it to your cheek. Extra glue so it stays all day. And give yourself a big hug from Miss Jamie and Betsy. We are so proud of you. We love spending time with you every day. And we will see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye, friends. See you later.